Hi guys. So this is part two of the video. The first video was all about it's in the description right below, right? So this is part two of the video, and so if you want to check out the first part, right, it's in the description below. The first part is all about. I'm just going to take 1 second. The first part is all about India was the best performing, or sort of like the most advanced civilization of the past, right? So you know that curiosity will be there in everyone. What happened to the topper? The Indian civilization was such an advanced civilization. What happened to them, right? you know did it fade away? What happened? What is the story? What happened to them? So today I'm going to tell that story in the way I have understood it. Okay, I want to share it with you guys. It's an interesting story. Please listen to me and stay. Okay, so I'll give a small example. Okay, so there was this world. Okay, for the sake of simplicity, let us just make it very simple. Okay, one is America, one is India. Okay, America represents Western culture. India represents Indian culture or Eastern culture. ठीक है, तो अमेरिका ईस्टर्न कल्चर, ठीक है, ईस्टर्न कल्चर, they wanted to explore everything which was visible from the eyes. ठीक है, they wanted to do external exploration. ठीक है, they'll see something and they will be like, okay, what is the logic behind this? What is the physics? What are the chemical bonds, right? What is the biology, right? What is the carbon atoms, the hydrogen atoms? What is it? The most advanced the most advanced country right now is USA. Why? Because they focused on external exploration of things. Okay, how does this work? It's a part of their culture, right? So they focused on external things, and they right now are at the peak of external exploration. Let's come back to India. Okay, when the ancient siddhas, the gurus were in India, they understood life, the entire dimension of life. And what did they choose? They chose that, see, I also want to explore, but I am going to explore internal, right? It is really amazing, right? That one country and one culture chose to explore this, and one culture chose to explore this, right? So, uh, quite opposite if you see the eyes, because when we close our eyes, okay, Eastern cultures, right, they explored uh, consciousness, life force, what happens before life, what happens after life, what is happening, more internal aspects, chakra dimensions, right? And the energy meridians, right? These are all related to body, right? These are internal. Your body, inside your body, exploration is happening, and the chakras, the meridians, these are all internal aspects. Okay, which the Eastern civilization chose to focus upon. See, I said choose, okay, because Eastern civilization is 4,000, 5,000 years old. Okay, Western is new. Okay, so when I say chose, see, they understood and they chose that I am going to follow this path, I am going to follow this path, the internal exploration path, the Eastern people. And Western people were like, I'm going to focus outside. Now fast forward everything. Okay, so now when we see America, right, what do we see? We see lot of abundance, big buildings, Empire State Building, and this building, that building. We see a lot of buildings, right? But when we see it at a, that is at the macro scale, GDP, military power, all those, big buildings, New York City, the big brands, those are all at macro scale. When we look at nano scale, when we closely observe everything, the country's depression, anxiety, problems with respect to relationship, the communities, right, it is all loosening up, it's all drying up, right? It's all breaking, it's all fading, it's collapsing, it's falling, right? Right. So all these aspects is happening to that, to know to most of the developed countries. Okay, what do you see in most of the developed countries happening? You would see one of the aspects is like the suicide rates are increasing, right? So this is that side. When we come to India, right, the people who stuck very closely, see, there are people, see, if the developed or developing countries tend to emulate the Western cultures. See, okay, so I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about those people who still very strongly stick to the Eastern way of life. Okay, what happened to those people, right? Those people were able to, live life in a conscious way. Those people had more peace, more content in their life. They found more meaning in their life, right? They did more service to the society. They understood life, the way to live it, right? They had more lasting relationships in their life. Okay, they taught themselves, and through their understanding, through their higher levels of consciousness which they were able to build in themselves, they served the society by giving them knowledge, by teaching them so many aspects. Okay, so th- because let us see. Okay, when we say Eastern culture, right, we say that, you should pray in the morning, you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. They binded the communities, they made the community stronger. Okay, they said the most important aspects to live life is kindness, you know love everyone, pray in the morning, pray in this thing, right? And that was the most important thing. Okay, at this moment, right, there is still some, confusion, there is not so much clarity. I'm going to bring a very important aspect. Okay, have you heard of the statement ignorance is bliss? You might have heard of the statement. Okay, I actually saw it in one of my friends shirt, and I asked him a very simple question. Okay, yes, ignorance is bliss, what are you ignoring? And he was like, dude, stop thinking, man, you. And yeah, the whole cycle continued, that, yeah, whatever. So after thinking a lot of time, okay, and I completed the sentence. I felt that it is incomplete. Ignorance is bliss, comma, short lived. Okay. uh, what happened to the, I'm going to relate this statement to the culture and what is happening in the world right now. Okay, so don't flow away, don't fly away or something, just hold on. Okay, because this is important. Okay, see the video, this is important. Okay, yeah. So I said ignorance is bliss. Okay, I'm going to relate that to the present situation, what is happening. And trust me, if you get this point right, there is a very good chance that, this will help you in your life, right? And you'll be able to understand this, you'll be able to take something, what I wanted to share from this video, you'll be able to take something, right? Else this is going to be just another video to you, but I want to add, be a part of your life. And if this is quite important. Okay, yeah. So the the Western culture, right, they took ignorance is bliss to the next level. Okay, and let me answer the question right now. Okay, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance, you must be ignoring something, right? And that is causing bliss to you. So the I'm going to integrate the answer to spirituality and answer it. Okay, because it makes sense to me like that. What were the people ignoring, right? People ignored the conscious connection with the creator, the source, right? All of us came from a source, and that exploration happens when you, research within, when you search within, right? People, the Western people, they ignored that. No, 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 this is all voodoo magic. They are mad people, man, sitting under the tree. And what is this? They ignored what the Eastern people said to the Western people. Okay, no, 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 this is all bullshit. I'm not going to sit and see. I have a phone. I have the computer. I have, you know, the new cyber truck. That's more fancy. And people were like, wow, 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 right? They ignored whenever Eastern people said something. They ignored. Okay, and they were happy. I'm not sitting in front of. So they had that temporary, short-lived bliss, right? You're sitting in the big car. Would you like to meditate? No, I would like to drive a Ferrari, right? So when you drive a Ferrari, you're in bliss, but that bliss is short lived. That's what's happening to America. America has a lot of abundance. It has the biggest buildings, Gucci, Versace, all those big brands, and the land of dreams, right? So what happened to them? When you look at the statistics, right? Just no, I'm actually saying this, right? Look at the statistics of most of the developed countries. Their anxiety, depression, some of the not so good things in life, which is involved with no life. I don't want to say those words in my video because I don't like those words. Okay, all those things, there are certain things, okay, and the developed countries, no, they're doing very bad at it. Okay, like I told you what they are. Okay, and the, even though there is lot of abundance, right, in certain people's life, they are not happy with it. They are not content with it. They are not peaceful with it, right? uh, when a person like Jim Carrey, right, when a person like Robin Williams, right, and something happens to these kind of people, they had everything in life in terms of materialistic aspects. Okay, again, materialistic aspects, everything they had. I think millions and millions of dollars. They had palaces. They had like 30-40,000 square feet house, right? But they decided they were not happy. They could not find happiness. They could not uh, you know continue with the uh, playing along, imitation. They cannot, they could not continue with faking it, right? uh, so they were not happy. But in when we come to Eastern life, Eastern cultures, Eastern life, what happened? uh, when see Eastern people like Buddha, right, and many of the saints, when you see them, their life is very simple, right? They don't have cars, they don't have big houses, they don't have many things. They're happy, content, full of joy, chanting a name: Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. you know all they have is this, that I told you, right? This mantra, that is all that is theirs. That's all. They have a piece of cloth on their body, and they have this mantra with them, and they're so happy with it, right? And when you look at it, okay, the most important thing in life is to be happy. And I want you to understand what is important here, right? Most of us follow what these countries follow. Okay, and one country is much more happy making one decision. One country has achieved everything in life, but is suffering from anxiety, depression, and stress. Okay, uh, you know v- the country is made by people. Okay, so it's people's decision to live a certain way of life. Okay, and the point I'm trying to make here is that make the right choice. Understand what is important. When we say superpower, Okay, we say that this, the military thing is superpower, the GDP is superpower, but at the end of the day, when we come back home and we are not happy, that is not right. The Indians, right, the gurus, they understood this, that materialistic exploration, external exploration, there is no end to that. Okay, and one life is not even enough to understand every aspect or to grasp completely every aspect of the external world. Our mind, our life was not meant to understand the external world. It was for some other purpose. Okay, and the purpose was to understand ourselves, right? And when you understand yourself, and when you take the exploration internal, right, you start to find more meaning, you start to have better relations, you start to find more love in your life. And that is the most important thing in life. See, love, happiness, meaning. Love, happiness, and meaning, those are the most important things in life. Okay, and the path that you should take to towards exploring love, happiness, and meaning is internal, right? So many people take the wrong turn. Okay, and they feel that what happened and where did they go wrong in life. Okay, so that's what I want to say, that through this video, that when you make a decision, right, in life, you have to understand that what is your priority, right? And when you write down what is your priority, you need to understand which path to take, right? It is not that, see, please don't understand, please don't extract that, okay, my priority is happiness, so I'm going to go and sit in the forest. No, that's not how it is. uh, you see, you have to balance it. You have to balance, and you have to understand that certain explorations should have limitations. Okay, when I say balance, you have to balance the materialistic on one side. You have to give priority to your materialistic requirements, and you have to give priority to your other uh, internal exploratory uh, requirements. Take care, that consciousness, spirituality, right? Because when we balance materialistic and the conscious needs, right, we tend to have the most uh, beautiful lives, right? You tend to see, you need to have a car to explore, wow, the wind and this thing, right? And you need to be conscious to explore the beauty in this world, right? So that's how it is. You need to balance. You see, any person who's going to just take one path, just go towards external aspects. I'm going to have the biggest and the wildest and the fastest car in the world, and they're just behind that. They're going to end up sad, depressed, right? Internalistic, completely internal, right? That is also correct in a certain way, but that is too extreme. You can always take the middle path and give both these aspects a priority without taking anything to extreme. You have to balance it out, right? The conscious aspects and this, you got to balance it out, and that's what makes the right life, and that's what is the right choice, and that's what is the middle path. Okay, and the final answer to the statement is, ignorance is bliss is short lived, right? Because when you start to ignore your consciousness wale priorities, when you start to ignore that there is a connection between you and God, when you start to ignore that, right, then your bliss is going to be short lived, right? You have to accept everything, right? You have to accept that yes, there is a creation, there is a creator to that creation. The creation has a connection with the creator, right? Do not ignore that, right? Or else your bliss will be short lived, right? So remember this, right? And with this we are going to end the video. If there is anything you would like to say, or anything you'd like to feel, you would like me to add, or anything you would like me to cover in my next video, you can always comment in the comment sections below. And yeah, this kind of became a little big video, uh, but I like to make my videos more like a conversation, and I like to just explain everything which is in my mind, right? I don't want to like cover just the highlights or something like that, and yes, it tends to get a little big, so I'm sorry for that. And so yeah, without making it too long, to part too long. Yeah, so without making it too long, let's bit bit toodles to this video, and see you in the next video. Bye guys.